All right, so Proverbs chapter 6. Solomon has been warning his sons and us about the dangers of sin and temptation. He has warned them about getting in with the wrong crowd. He has warned them about sexual sin, which, as we said, was perhaps an illustration for the way that all temptation operates and tries to seduce us. But here in chapter 6, Solomon gets even more specific. Verses 1 through 5. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, if you have shaken hands in pledge for a stranger, you have been trapped by what you said, ensnared by the words of your mouth. So do this, my son, to free yourself, since you have fallen into your neighbor's hands. Go to the point of exhaustion and give your neighbor no rest. Allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. So the warning in these verses is not to put yourself in financial jeopardy. And he says here, if you co-sign a loan for someone, if you take on the debts of someone else, you've put yourself in a vulnerable spot. He says you've shaken hands on the deal. So you're in it. You've committed to it. You've signed on the dotted line. But you've been trapped by your commitment. And so the advice Solomon gives is that you go to your neighbor and you humble yourself and you beg them to pay their debts so you don't have to. Okay? Now, why would a person need you to put up security for their loan? Okay, have bad credit. Yeah. How many of you have ever done that? How many have ever co-signed a loan for anybody? Well, somebody turn to Proverbs chapter 19, verse 17. So, the Bible calls us to help the poor. So how do you hold both of these biblical truths, what we see here in Proverbs chapter 6, and what he says like in Proverbs 19:17? How do you hold both these biblical truths in the right balance? So the one warning here is wisdom is not getting yourself into a place of financial vulnerability.